Howdy folks, Matt here with Gulf Coast Fit, coming at you with a quick gun show micro session. This micro session is all about the barbell curl, the barbell cheat curl to be exact. And this is a bit out of the ordinary for me because I don't typically do heavy barbell curls, I don't typically do low rep curls, and I don't typically make videos geared all around cheat reps or intentional momentum within your sets. Now, I'm going to be doing a 5x5 parameter with these barbell cheat curls using a weight that would be, if I were to do one strict set, one max effort set to failure, I could probably do 6 to 8 reps for a set. And I'm going to accumulate 25 reps by doing 5 sets of 5. I do want to use this for building a little bit of muscle. 25 reps is enough volume to build some muscle, as long as the density is high enough. So I want to keep my rest breaks down to about 30 seconds, which is a lot different than a typical 5x5 where you'd be doing squats, deadlifts, presses, bench press, bent over rows. You might rest 1.5 to 2 minutes on those. Well, this is a small isolation exercise, even though we're turning it into a bit of a full body exercise when we implement the cheat technique. But I do want to keep the density high because I'm not moving as much weight as I would be. So I don't need to rest as much as I would in a bigger compound exercise. So when we're doing these, you want to make sure that you're only implementing the cheat technique when you need to. So again, I'm not a huge proponent of doing lots of cheat reps all the time, but there's always a time and a place. And if the reason is correct, if your objective is correct to implement such a technique, then there are benefits. And the reason I'm doing heavy barbell curls in this manner is to also help strengthen my tendons and ligaments in my elbows and my wrists, which heavy cheat curls can help strengthen tendons and ligaments in the elbows and wrists. So it also teaches you how to gracefully implement a bit of body English in a productive manner. And you want to make sure that you regulate how much body English you implement, because you don't want to cheat more than you have to. You still want your biceps and your arms to do as much work as possible. And it teaches you to help regulate how much you need to add in and give it a little extra to get through your set. So I'll be timing my rest intervals to 30 seconds. During those 30 seconds, I want to see how few recovery breaths I can take. Could be 5 breaths, could be 8 breaths. We'll see, but I'm going to keep it to 30 seconds to keep it timely. And you'll notice that each set I try to keep it as strict as possible to start. And as I finish, I might need to implement the cheat technique sooner and sooner throughout the set. So maybe I do a strict set, then the next set I need to do one cheat curl, the next set after that I need to do a couple of cheat curls. I'm not really sure how it'll go, so let's find out together. Here we go. Try not to be distracted by this beautiful background fitness going on behind me. Now this is the end of my workout, but I imagine I'll get at least one full strict set in-ish. Which makes it an ab and glute exercise. When you're making things strict with the heavy bicep curl, you gotta squeeze your butt, brace your abs, grip the ground, keep your shoulder blades tight. I lost count. Do one more. All right, 30 seconds. I will admit those weren't the most controlled eccentrics, but when you're doing a heavy set of 5 on curls, it's not the goal to make this an eccentric dominant exercise. And don't let it just drop down if you can help it, but it's not going to be the slowest descent. 10 seconds to go. I imagine I'm going to have to start implementing a little bit of body English on this set, which it comes from the posterior. So I'm going to consider that one cheat rep. I think I kept it pretty strict for the first 4. Last one, I gave it a little bit of body English. Again, keeping it to 30 seconds. Set 3 of 5. is where it gets real. The hump set. I think that was about 2 cheat reps with a little more body English on that 5th rep. Set 4 and 5. I will have to give it a little bit more, a little bit more body English. Would also help if I was just breathing and not talking to you, but I love to teach. Alright, set 4. See what I got in me. I got 2 strict and 3 progressively more cheatier reps there. Now, just to show you what my maximum amount of cheat might look like, which does look sloppy to the naked eye, I'll do this whole set with no resting at the bottom, which will make me need to cheat a little more. So you can see what, in my opinion, the maximum amount of cheat would be for me. So you see, I was using my hips a little bit, a lot of glutes. Brace your abs, protect your lower back by keeping your glutes and abs tight. And I wasn't like cheating so much where I was starting to play limbo. When you get into this position, it's bad news. So again, I was just rebounding a little bit, using my legs, transferring power from the ground up. Give that a go, 5 sets of 5, about 30 seconds in between sets. And progressively a little more body English as needed. That's the thing. This is a great way to learn to regulate what you need, when you need it, how much you need it, and remember what your objectives are. So again, that's great for developing integrity in your tendons and ligaments, especially in the elbows. I would not do heavy cheat curls all the time, but you might have a training block or a mesocycle, a few weeks, where you do implement those maybe once a week. So give it a go. Keep the reps between, I would say, 4 and 6 reps when you're doing something like this. But I did 5 by 5, which puts you at 25 reps, which is kind of a happy medium. That's enough volume to build muscle as long as the density is also high and you're not resting too long. So give it a go.